let's be honest for a minute. iOS 15 wasn't as big as an upgrade as you claim it was, and it wasn't as big as an upgrade as I claim it is. Let's all be honest here. The only real feature which we properly care about, other than everything being laggy and breaking all the time in iOS 15, is focus mode. And yes, focus mode is amazing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoni, I'm a self-taught web developer, and today I'm going to be telling you all about iOS 15's focus mode, how great it is, and how I use it. Let's start off with the basics. What exactly is focus mode even? So on your iPhone, if you look at it, if you're not on iOS 15, you'll have a thing called Do Not Disturb. But Do Not Disturb will basically say, don't let notifications in from these people, don't do that, don't do that. Basically, as it says, do not disturb you when you're working. So you might put it on while you're working, while you're going to run or anything. But iOS 15 takes Do Not Disturb and cranks it to another level with focus modes. So focus modes is a custom Do Not Disturb. So you can basically say, when I'm in work focus, I only want to get notifications from work apps and phone calls and text messages from people at, well, work. And you can also even basically customize your home screen depending on each focus mode and run shortcut automations when you switch focus modes and everything. And that's where the real power really starts to come in. For example, you're able to do anything with shortcuts and automation. And this is how I'm using, well, right now, this bit of some. So whenever I start work on my Apple Watch, what happens is my phone's like, oh, you started to work out. Let me switch your watch face to that Nike face quickly. And what's going to happen from there is it's going to basically change my phone into focus, workout focus. And I'm into workout focus. My phone only has one home screen. That's just a blank home screen. So I don't go on my phone or anything. And then it tracks your workout, you're done, and it changes back to my work focus. Also changes my watch face back to my work watch face. So that's just where the power starts to really come in off focus mode. And just how great and powerful it is with all these automations you can do around it. While doing work, such as coding, video editing, schoolwork, or anything like that, I'm typically in my focus called, well, work, which is a default focus set up by Apple. So it's not set up by Apple, but Apple suggests it to you, you'd like to add this work focus. So what happens is, with my work focus, is that notifications and phone calls ain't allowed from anyone. I mean, no one. You try to call me when I'm in work focus, you're going straight to voicemail, baby. And as a Generation Zoomer, I do not listen to voicemails. Seriously, who listens to voicemails? Let me know by leaving a phone emoji in the comment section. I need to know who actually listens to their voicemails. So, along with no phone calls or text messages from anyone, basically, what also happens is I'm only allowed notifications from work apps, such as Things Free, Notion, and all of those kind of apps, which you classify as, well, work apps, while doing in work mode, basically. So that just means that I don't get disturbed. I might get a YouTube shoot notification saying, oh, you got a comment on your video. I'm like, if I see that, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me look at a comment. But I'm like, oh, look at my analytics. Oh, wow, my video's going crazy. Whoa, look at all the analytics. No, that doesn't happen. All thanks to focus mode, baby. Now, I don't know if you remember what I mentioned before, but focus mode, your home screen can change on each device depending on your current focus mode. And now that's what I call power, baby. So when I switch into work mode, my iPad has a lovely new home screen, and this home screen has a big widget, girl, and I mean big widget. And this big widget shows me my to-do list. It's recently played music, so who doesn't want to listen to music while they work? And when that big, sexy, juicy widget also see all my video projects I'm working on. And I mean, by the way, the widget is juicy. Next to that, I have 2 time retimers, baby. It's because of, as a nerd who tries to optimize their day to be productive but also have actual downtime with the boys and all of that stuff, I track all my time. I mean, all of it. This current second is being tracked. Ignore the fact that I wasn't tracking it till 2 seconds ago and I started a timer and I had to go back 18 minutes ago and I started recording. Ignore that fact. And ignore the fact that the video is probably only 3 minutes right now and I've been recording for 18 minutes. Making videos are fun. It's real fun, I promise you. You should try it. You should do it. It's fun. So right on top of that timer wrap, I can start any timers. I have calendar underneath that, so you can quickly see that in events. I'd be like, oh, I have a lesson. Oh, I have that now. Ooh, I have that now. As believe me, calendar, it's great. Under that calendar widget, I have a files widget. This files widget is just basically anything recent I've opened in Obsidian. And so if you don't know, I use Obsidian, by the way, in Vim mode, of course. Who doesn't use it with Vim mode? Imagine not using Vim. I use Vim, by the way. If you didn't know, just so you know, just to on like a straight basis here, I do use Vim, by the way. And then underneath that, we have yet again another timer widget. This one's because I have so many pre-saved timers that not all my timers fit into one widget, so I have two big widgets to show my timers. Yeah, I got a bit of a problem, bit of a control freak, but who isn't, baby? And then at the bottom, far left, right, left even, I have a shortcut widget. And this widget, baby, this widget contains all the shortcuts you need in your life. Want to quickly add a task to do list? Boom. Want to quickly create a new video idea? Boom. Want to quickly do that? Boom. Want to quickly do that? Boom, bam, boom, 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 zoom, zoom. It's all upon my master plan. It's so smooth, coconut oil covered experience. It is beautiful. Mwah. Next to that shortcut widget, I have a sort widget. Basically, the Apple Music widget is stupid. If you have a song playing, such as the best song I've invented called Have You Checked Your Butthole? By the way, if you haven't checked it, pause the video right now. I'd recommend checking it. Just to clarify, like, if you lost something, it's probably up your butthole. That's my life pro tip. Next time you use your AirPods, so who doesn't use their AirPods, it's most likely up your butthole. Check there. But let's take a playing the most glorious song ever, Have You Checked Your Butthole? You're like, the song's very good. I want to go back to the beginning of the song. You gotta go into the Apple Music app, you gotta press the button. Ugh, that involves effort, as in Generation Z. Effort is not my middle name. Therefore, automation is definitely my middle name, even if that sometimes involves more effort, but shh, Generation Z. So, what happens with Saw is it's just like, whoa, look at that, I can control my music straight from a widget. So you press on it, what happens, it's really clever, you press on it, and it basically, for example, will go back to the beginning of the song, but then it crashes the Saw app and takes you straight back to the home screen. It's like, it's all part of master plan. It's too big brain of a master plan for Apple to even implement themselves. Apple, why the fuck can't we do that Apple Music widget? And then, next to that, I have a little timer widget to show my current time tracking for the day. I need to see, oh, I spent 8 hours on school today. Oh, I spent 14 hours watching YouTube videos today. Hashtag Sunday vibes. And when it comes to work focus, on my iPhone, my home screen is just like my to-do list, calendar, my water intake for the day. Hashtag Waterminder is like a great app. I definitely dehydrate. Yes, thank you Waterminder for making me pee a lot, but also making me not dehydrate myself. Great app. What was I gonna say? Master plan. Along with that, I also have the parcels deliveries app, so I can track deliveries. I also have stonks to keep track of that Bitcoin, baby. You better invest in Bitcoin and Dogecoin there. I know you want to. You better do it. 69,420,000 in, I'd say. That's a good amount. I'd put that in. 69,420. Nice. And of course, on my phone, and every single, no matter the focus mode, unless it's sleep mode or deep writing mode, more on that soon, I will have a shortcuts page. This is literally just the same shortcuts on my iPad, but on a phone screen, so not as many. I'm just like, boom, 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 shortcuts, do that. Boom, I want to do that to my lights. Boom, I want to do that to things. Boom, I want to do that in drafts. As I said before, shortcuts, baby. Shortcuts are freaking cool. All of this just makes my life so much easier. When I'm in work mode, I only have apps and like widgets that relate to work mode stuff, which just makes everything so much freaking easier. When I need to write for videos or any writing in general, I typically go into deep writing mode. All this does is blocks outside world. I prefer blocking outside world if I can. It's preferable. Antisocial. It blocks outside world basically, and also on my on my iPhone, the home screen is just blank, nothingness, void. It's just my background and whatever is in my dock. It's void. It returns void. It's a public static void. Haha, Java joke. Then on my iPad, I have a timer status. See how long I've tracked in that day, baby. I have a things widget to show my current today writing tasks, basically task tagged writing, and upcoming writing tasks in the future. And then I also have my research app, so that is Safari, Obsidian, Notion, and Instapaper, which are all apps used for research/writing. Then in filming mode, all my home screens are shown because if I'm filming, I might want to show something like my iPad home screen, like a specific home screen, and I don't want to be switching modes every time. So I just have it show all my home screens, and also no notifications or phone calls are allowed. And this isn't because of I don't mind being disturbed when like filming B-roll or something. The issue is that I film these videos on my phone. What happens is if I'm like recording this A-roll and I get a phone call right now, and that phone call doesn't get automatically sent to voicemail, you know what happens? If I don't answer it like less than 2 seconds on my watch or something, which is over here, not on right now because sometimes it messes with the recording. I'll mention that at some point. Happens basically the recording stops, and that's annoying. And sometimes it corrupts the whole footage. So I've definitely not had that happen to me before. But that's basically why no one is allowed through when I'm filming. So, father, mother, don't call me. And now we've made it to personal mode. Personal mode allows notifications and phone calls from everyone. I know, kind of like hell, but it's good when you want to be social. And in personal mode on my iPad, it shows the Apple TV widget, music, and all of that stuff, like the vibes kind of stuff, like the stuff you want to see when you just want to chillax. You've got like Instagram, Reddit, YouTube, Netflix, Twitter, all of that stuff you want to see when you want to relax, baby. And on my phone, it's literally got like Reddit, news, Kindle, all of that more also relaxing stuff. But then, on my Apple Watch, it automatically switches into the California watch face, which is my personal watch face, baby. Oh, and also the Apple TV Plus widget shows continue watching shows on every streaming service I have, other than Netflix. Netflix. Please add that to your freaking support in your app. Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. I literally don't have a streaming service I use, but they all support it. Netflix. Why don't you support it? Support it, Netflix. Have a good day. Oh, and when I am in personal mode on my phone, it still shows the shortcuts on the last page. Now, as someone who's a bit of a bookworm, I read way too many business books and stuff like that, so bit of a bookworm, just a slight bit. I typically read on my Kindle. In fact, you could check out a whole video I have on a Kindle, there or there, wherever YouTube puts it. I know I do this joke every time I do it, but I generally don't know where the fuck YouTube puts it. I think it's there actually. Do it. Press on it. Do it. But when I do read on my iPad, so I might be reading the news, I might just be reading a Kindle book if I really can't bother to go and grab my Kindle. I put it in reading mode. This, as you guess, blocks all notifications and all phone messages and anything from humans. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. And it just gives me options to basically press one button to start my reading timer on Timery, or it gives me options to open stuff like Instapaper, Reader, Kindle, and I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. And that's all it does. And it also doesn't do anything on my iPad. Not anything on my iPad. It doesn't do anything on my iPhone's home screen. Because I'm not going to be going on my iPhone while reading. Even though you could say like you're not going to be on iPhone while deep writing. I don't know. Maybe I should change it to a blank home screen. You know what? It's in a blank home screen now, baby. Then last but not least, I forget the expression. But last but not, I don't know. Sleep mode. Sleep mode is like automatically triggered at like 10:35 for me, I think. And all the fact that I typically end up going to bed at 2 a.m. because I'm normally up working on videos, coding, or literally just being a nerd until like 2. But still, ignore that. But sleep mode, what it does is it just blocks out notifications and makes my iPhone and iPad home screen just a blank home screen. That's all it does. It just tries to stop me from going on my phone. Like, oh, I should probably be in bed right now. It's just trying to stop me from going on that phone baby, that iPad baby, and just anything in general. Okay, so that's a look into how I'm using focus mode in iOS 15, the best feature in my opinion, and everything to do with focus modes in my opinion that you will actually care about. So if you enjoyed this video, why not check out some of my other videos that I have on Apple. There's a playlist linked there or there. I don't know where I'm going to link it. If you only link it somewhere, but there will be a playlist link somewhere. You can watch all my other videos to do with Apple. So thank you for watching and see you later.